It's getting heavier and heavier. First, it was like an anxious like energy, but the energy, when it started coming in, here's what it did. Let's describe it. It started coming in probably around 30 minutes ago. It comes in, this is how it feels. Imagine someone putting like a heavy weight on your back and then adding to the weight in the spiritual realm. Imagine an energy that comes in, and the heavier it hits you, the heavier it gets. It is in the air, it's came in, and it's not going away. This is like a twofold like energy. First this morning, it was like an anxious like. Now this one is a very, 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 very heavy energy. It's a gloomy. It's a gloomy, gloomy energy. It's like an energy that if you could try to shake it off, you would shake it off. That is the type of energy that's in the air. I put a question thing. I put something on my Facebook. I wrote something out. Like the energy in the air is so heavy, and if you wanted to shake it off, you can't. It's that heavy. It's that thick. The energy is so thick. There's no way you could even cut the energy with a knife. That's how thick the energy feels. Because even if you had a great big long knife, or why are you using knife? I don't know. Because it's that type of an energy. It's a cutting energy. If you had a sword, there's no way you could cut through it. No way you could penetrate it. As you ever take something and you try to cut it, you can't cut it because it folds back in on itself. The energy is folding back in on itself. It's like you can't break through it. It's like if you were to punch something, to try to punch through the wall. Oh, you're not going to punch through the wall of energy that's out there. That's how thick it is. And it's not like if you were to go like that and punch it, that it would bounce back. Oh no, your hand would go in there. You pull it out, and the energy wall, the energy force that's out there, it will stay there. It will take back its original shape. The energy is so heavy out there in the realm. I don't know if you're feeling it, but I'm pretty sure that there are people feeling it. It's like when it came in, if we can put energy into physical feelings, the energy came in. As it came in, it was a slight heavy pressure in the spiritual realm. And then the more it came in, the heavier it got. And as it came in, it's like a spreading like energy, a heavy spreading energy. You know how when you pour water on the floor, and the water, when it hits the floor, it will just splatter. But the more you pour the water will get deeper. It gets deeper is what it is. Hello. This is the energy. The energy is, just imagine like that type of energy. Lord, I pray and hope it's not that type of energy. The type of energy that is pouring in, I really do. For some reason, I do not want it to be that type. I can take the energy, if you can like feel it like on your spiritual body, it's like a heavy weight. The energy that comes in, it literally like puts just like a coating of heavy lead energy, super heavy. It wasn't that heavy, but then as the time it poured, it got heavier. But it's really interesting how the description of like pouring water, the metaphor or whatever you want to call it, pouring water, how it like splats. But the longer the water is poured and the area, it keeps rising and rising and rising and rising. I sure hope that we're not going to experience something like that, because that right there is something that is going to cover us. It's going to cover us. And you're going to have to wade through it. And it's going to be really hard to wade through the energy is what it's going to be. You felt the pressure for several days now. Yeah, no, the energy is super, super heavy and it's not going away. It's getting heavier, but add to it the pouring of the energy, it's piling up. It's piling up on the earth. The earth is it's like the earth is not absorbing the energy that's out there in the spiritual realm. It's not absorbing it. It's as if the earth is protecting itself from the energy that is pouring in from the spiritual realm. The earth itself, the physical earth, it's creating its own barrier with its own frequency, but us humans, it's affecting us more because the energy is not going to get absorbed. Our bodies are going to be the one that absorbs the energy. You're going to have to put some protection on you. I'm going to have to upper my protection too. You may say, well, I got on the full armor of God. Well, you better battle harden it. You better put on some more armor of God if that's what you got on. Put it on because this energy is like a weight, spiritual weights all over you is what it's like. Spiritual weights. And it's piling up. It's like pouring. It's being literally, it feels like it's being poured in. I'm visualizing it being poured in like water, but it's not water. It's not. It's a heavy, murky, dark energy. That's what's coming in. A heavy, dark energy pouring in from the spiritual realm. If you have just started feeling it, it happened around